Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 2012 Christmas tree lighting at Nashville's Public Square. Merry Christmas to all. I'm Bob Mueller with Nashville's News 2, and I'm excited to be part of the 60th annual Piedmont Natural Gas Christmas Parade here in Nashville, Tennessee, as the runners go by. This evening, we're going to celebrate the beginning of the holiday seasons in Nashville style with some amazing musical performances tonight. And before I introduce our first performer of the evening, let me point out that the tent on the side has some free refreshment for you if you're interested. Some hot chocolate, some sweets, all generously donated by the district, the merchant organization which represents 2nd Avenue and historic Lower Broadway. Also, our good friends at Universal Music Group sent over some presents from a couple of country music favorite artists, including Scotty McCreery's Christmas album, some calendars, some gift tags, as well as some Taylor Swift posters and perfume samples for you ladies. You'll find those under the tent as well until they expire. Our first performer this evening represents a unique style here in Music City. Everyone knows that Nashville, of course, is the home to country music, Christian music, bluegrass, and Americana. But in 2007, another genre made Nashville its home when the Barbershop Harmony Society relocated its headquarters from Kenosha, Wisconsin to Nashville, Tennessee.
Here he is.
Woo! Glad to have you.
Thanks, sir.
They're in a beautifully renovated building on 7th Avenue. I encourage you to go by their gift shop if you haven't seen it already. It is truly a nice place. Tonight, we get to hear one of the Society's award-winning quartets. The group started singing together about 6 years ago when they got together to harmonize during the lunch hour. Lucky for us, they haven't stopped. Please welcome to the stage, Lunch Break.
Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hope your holidays are off to a great start. You may have already done most of your Christmas shopping this year, but just in case you haven't, we thought we would start by sharing a few items on our Christmas wish list.
Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast. I want a plane that loops a loop. Me, I want a hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late.
Christmas, Christmas time is here. Time for toys and time for cheer. We've been good, but we can't last. Hurry, Christmas, hurry fast. I want a plane that loops a loop. I still want my hula hoop. We can hardly stand the wait. Please, Christmas, don't be late. We're getting excited, can't hardly wait. So Christmas, don't be late.
Lunch break, ladies and gentlemen. Kenosha, Wisconsin's loss is Nashville's gain. Congratulations, guys. Thanks for coming.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana, we thought. A greasy black bee. You're a monster, really a monster, Mr. Grinch. Oh, your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. Then he slid down the chimney, a rather tight pinch. But if Santa could do it, then so could the Grinch. He got stuck for only a moment or two. Then he stuck his head out of the fireplace flue where the little Who stockings hung all in a row. These stockings, he grinched, are the first thing to go. Then he slithered and slunk with a smile most unpleasant around the whole room. And he took every present. He stuffed all the presents in bags. And he stuffed all the bags up the chimney with glee. And now, grinned the Grinch, I will stuff up the tree. You're a foul one.
You are so foul, wow, you mean old Mr. Grinch.
You're a nasty and wasty old skunk. You're a skunk.
You're a skunk. You're a skunk.
Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk. Mr.
Mean old Mr. Grinch.
The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stink, stank, stank, dun, dun, you're so bad, just too bad.
Lunch break. Let's hear it for him. It's not Christmas without the Grinch, or in Nashville without Nash, or Rudolph. Thank you, guys. That was great. I have the pleasure now to introduce to you Jane Lewis Raymond, Sr. She is the Vice President and Community Affairs Officer for Piedmont Natural Gas. Piedmont is the host of tonight's Christmas parade, and Jane has some special participants she wants to thank. Jane?
Thank you, Bob. Let me just say with a whole lot of gratitude in my heart, thank you all for being here. We're so happy to host this for the 60th year, the Piedmont Natural Gas Nashville Christmas Parade. I do want to take a minute to thank a lot of people that make this parade possible. The Metro City Government, Mayor Dean, thank you very much. He will take the podium here in a minute. All of the people in the community, the military, the police, the fire department, the public works departments, countless numbers of volunteers and volunteer hours, and with a whole lot of spirit and generosity in their hearts, the great Nashville teammates of Piedmont Natural Gas that make this parade happen year in and year out. So hats off to you all. I would be remiss if I did not remark that today is the anniversary of Pearl Harbor. It's Pearl Harbor Day, and so we do want to take a minute to honor the memory of those soldiers that died that day at Pearl Harbor and who fought for our freedom in World War II, and also to thank all of our military, current members, veterans, and all of the families involved in supporting what is this great United States here in this great state of Tennessee, in this gem of a city that we love to call Nashville. You know, I know you all know this great story that is the USA Little League champions, Goodlettsville, Tennessee. The team are, if that's proper, the team are our Grand Marshal for this evening. And we are so proud of them and so happy as a company to be able to support them. You know, their story just keeps on going. They not only went all the way in the championship, but they apparently befriended a team from Uganda. And they right now are raising money so that they can go visit those teammates. They continue to display their maturity and their selflessness by making this trip. And Piedmont Natural Gas is so happy that we can help them fund a piece of that trip. As part of that, they're also going to help us give back to the community a little bit. Tonight's theme, you'll see the Piedmont employees around wearing these beautiful bright orange scarves, and that's our Share the Warmth trademark. The proceeds from tonight's parade go directly to our fellow members of this community who may have trouble paying for their home heating bills. We call it Share the Warmth and we simply ask our customers to round up their bills to the nearest dollar. So when you go home tonight, log on the computer or look on the back of your Piedmont Natural Gas bill and sign up for the program, because every dollar will go straight back to someone else in the community. Again, thank you so much. We are so grateful to be a part of this fabulous Nashville tradition, and we look forward to seeing the tree lit and the parade get started tonight. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane, and thank everyone from Piedmont Natural Gas with Metro Government as well, working hard tonight to make sure everybody has a good time and a safe time as well. Want some more music? Music City is full of some great talent. Our next performer this evening, a talented young 17-year-old singer-songwriter who signed with Big Machine Records label. Ella Mae Bowen was continually immersed in music as a young child throughout her childhood, with both her parents singing to her often, leading to her early love for music, and her hobby turned into a passion by the age of 7. She began performing at local talent shows. Bowen's critically acclaimed cover of Holding Out for a Hero, a song originally sung by Bonnie Tyler, was featured on the recent Footloose movie soundtrack released by Paramount Pictures. And currently, she's in the studio working on her debut album, which is expected to be released next year in 2013. Ladies and gentlemen, singing the holiday classic made famous by Nat King Cole, please give a warm welcome to Ella Mae Bowen with the Christmas song.
Thank you. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas. Thank y'all so much.
Ella Mae Bowen, talented at 17 years of age. Thank you, Ella Mae. Beautiful performance. I'd now like to invite Nashville's Vice Mayor, Diane Neighbors, to come forward to share a holiday message with Nashville citizens on behalf of the Metro Council. Vice Mayor?
Thank you. Good evening. What a great night in Music City. The rain is held off for our kickoff for the holiday season. As we reach the end of 2012, we have so much to be thankful for in this great city of Nashville. And we look forward to the year 2013 knowing that it's going to be even better. We have a great city and it's moving forward, and it's thanks to all the citizens. But on behalf of our 40-member Metro Council, and we are the third largest city council in the country, I want to wish you happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, Feliz Navidad, Merry Christmas, and a grand and glorious New Year. Enjoy.
Thank you, Vice Mayor Diane Neighbors. Next, we have a country chart topper who will sing a very special holiday song. Jimmy Wayne is a singer-songwriter whose hit, Do You Believe Me Now, topped the charts back in 2008. He is an advocate for the homeless and foster children after experiencing a turbulent childhood where he and his sister moved from foster home to foster home. During those difficult years, they were also adopted angels, receiving Christmas presents from kind, anonymous donors through the Angel Tree program. The gifts were a source of cheer amidst an otherwise dark time, which as an adult inspired him to write the song tonight about the Salvation Army's Angel Tree program. Please give a warm welcome to Jimmy Wayne, who walked across this country singing Paper Angels.
Oh yeah. After every day, after Thanksgiving sells, the malls just ain't complete without a bunch of decorations and a paper angel tree. There's artificial smiles on artificial tree limbs, saying what she'd love to have and what to buy for him. Well, I hope Maggie likes new winter clothes and a buggy with a baby doll. And maybe Tom a smile in his new Nike shoes when he shoots that basketball. I can't help but wishing that I could do more, but not just while I'm shopping in the department store. Paper angels, you're in my thoughts and prayers. No matter where you are right now, remember God's right there. He's asking all of us to help take care of his paper angels everywhere. Oh yeah. Going through the mail almost every afternoon, I see a mom and dad's worst dream. They're on the back of a money-saving ad to get my carpet clean. Height, weight, hair, eyes, date missing in DOB. A child's name, a picture, and the words, have you seen me? Paper angels, you're in my thoughts and prayers. No matter where you are right now, remember God's right there. He's asking all of us to help take care of his paper angels everywhere. His documented bruises fill a folder and a file. She's a second-grade self-portrait drawn without a smile. And every town is littered with this kind of debris. We've got to stop this madness. It's up to you and me. Paper angels, You're in my thoughts and prayer. No matter where you are right now, remember God's right there. He's asking all of us to help take care of His paper angels everywhere. Oh yeah, paper angels everywhere. Oh yeah, oh, oh. Thank you so much.
That's great, Jimmy. That's great, Jimmy.
Thank you.
Your song truly says Merry Christmas and reminds us all of this special time to give back
Amen.
and to help our brothers and sisters. And it's what makes this great community we live in so great. Nashville's such a giving community. If this community can help, it always does. And it's just the best part of this holiday season. It reminds us all to care for each other. It's my honor now to introduce the sixth mayor of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County, a man who works hard every day to make our city better and better, but who's still a little disappointed he hasn't been on Nashville yet. Nashville's biggest Red Sox fan, the Honorable Carl Dean.
Well, thank you, Bob, and thank you to everyone for being out here tonight to enjoy our beautiful downtown and celebrate the holiday season together. I want to say a special thank you to all the night's performers, LMA Bowen, Jimmy Wayne, and a special word of thanks to the Barbershop Quartet. This is the 6th year they've joined us, and it wouldn't be Christmas without the Chipmunk song, as far as I'm concerned. Nashville's identity as Music City is a big part of what makes this a special place. We are a city filled with so many talented people, and it's great to see the talent here tonight. I also want to say thank you to the district for providing the refreshments. Christmas really is a season about giving. And while presents are great, I really hope that all of us take the time to give something more this holiday season, something to help people in need in our community. Not everyone is guaranteed a meal on the table at night or the ability to pay for heating of their home, let alone gifts for their children and loved ones. There are so many opportunities in this very generous city to give, and that's why I appreciate Piedmont's Share the Warmth program. And it's also why at this time of year for the last several years, the Metro government has a food fight where we contribute food to a great cause, which is the Second Harvest Food Bank. But whether it's adopting an angel from the Salvation Army tree, whether it's volunteering your time at the rescue mission, or buying a couple cans of extra food for other families, do something. If all of us even do a little bit, it will mean a more blessed holiday season for so many in our community. Before I give things back to Bob, let me say thank you to Piedmont Natural Gas for the work they do every year to host this parade. It gets better and bigger every year. Enjoy tonight's festivities, enjoy our downtown, and from my family to your family, Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Mayor Dean. This city's lucky to have Mayor Carl Dean. He works very hard to make this a truly terrific city that it is. I'd like to ask the mayor and his wife, Ann Davis, to please join us, as well as our special guests, the Parade Grand Marshals representing the Goodlettsville Little League team, which proudly represented our community by winning the U.S. Little League World Championship this year. Way to go, guys. As they are getting into place, I want to acknowledge Joe E. West and his family from Jolton. They generously donated this year's beautiful Christmas tree, 38-foot Norway spruce. Mr. West, thank you very much. What a great gift to the city of Nashville. Thank you and the West and the rest of the folks for your family for the donation. And thank Metro Park staff as well, who helped to relocate and decorate the tree. Let's give them all a round of applause. Okay, Merry Christmas, Nashville. Are we ready? Help me count it down. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Light it up. Merry Christmas.
'Tis the season to be jolly, la 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 la. Don we now our gay apparel, la 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 la. Show the ancient Yuletide carol, la 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 la
Great way to end our program with a great entertaining from the Nashville in Harmony performing here. Recently voted by the Nashville Scene Readers as the best performing arts group in the city, with the mission of helping to build music community and create change.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays! Welcome to the 60th Annual Nashville Christmas Parade.
Brought to you by Piedmont Natural Gas. The theme this year is a Christmas salute. We are here on Metro 3. He's Woody, I'm Jim from 107.5 The River, and we'll be your host for the evening as we show you one of the best parades, nighttime parades, anywhere in the country right here in Music City, USA.
Now, whenever you're watching this, it may be awfully cold, but right now it's a perfect night in downtown Nashville. The skies are clear. We've had the lit Christmas tree in front of the courthouse. It's going to be a big night here.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's brought out, I think, one of the biggest crowds we've ever seen for this parade. Nobody's shivering tonight. If they're enjoying hot chocolate, it's just because it's so darn sugary, not because we need to warm up.
We'll be bringing you, of course, the play-by-play of the parade as it goes by, and occasionally throwing in abusive ad-libs.
It's what we do.
It's what we do.
It's our job.
Hey, I think we're about underway. The police are clearing off the path as we begin with season's greetings from Piedmont Natural Gas.
Your marching bands. If you're wondering where are we looking here, we're on the corner of, they're coming along the Woodland Street Bridge from LP Field towards downtown Nashville, and then they're turning the corner here onto 2nd Avenue.
Now, it's a different parade route this year, so it's a little different for people wandering around lost in downtown Nashville.
That's right.
We are broadcasting from the lovely glow of Grumpy's Bail Bonds, which is right across the street.
Piedmont Natural Gas. wishing everyone season's greetings with their opening banner, and Piedmont bringing us the parade again this year. We love that they're able to do that for our community.
And we start off, of course, with excitement with the Piedmont Natural Gas Trolley that'll be coming up. We have very special grand marshals this year.
Yes, we do. The Goodlettsville Little League World Series champions for the United States. These kids captured this city like nobody else has, making us so darn proud and going to the World Series and representing Music City so well.
They must be all the accolades they've been receiving all over the country and right here in Nashville, and we're proud to have them tonight as our official Grand Marshals of the Nashville Christmas Parade.
I think that's the coolest Grand Marshal that they've ever had, the entire team. Something I wanted to pass along to you is kind of interesting. Piedmont Natural Gas has funded a trip that those Goodlettsville kids are going to be taking to Uganda. They met the Ugandan baseball team during the World Series. Dirt poor, that team had to borrow shoes from other players just to get on the field. They are going on a relief trip to Uganda to help those kids out in that community, and Piedmont is helping fund that mission, which is just an incredible way to just keep building on the success of their World Series championship here for the United States.
They'll be building and cleaning up some baseball fields in Uganda and bringing the joy of baseball and Little League from Goodlettsville to you. Here comes the big trolley now around the corner.
The Grand Marshals Trolley. Moving everyone along.
We're not sure if there's anybody in there.
In the air-conditioned comfort, as we have a really warm parade this year. The trolley provided by Gray Line of Tennessee. Much appreciated.
As we continue with the 60th annual Nashville Christmas Parade, sponsored by Piedmont Natural Gas. It's the Winter Snowman Float coming along.
Sponsored by Piedmont Natural Gas.
Now riding the float, we have Nash from your Nashville Predators, along with the Nashville Predator dancers. We'd much rather they were busy at a hockey game, but we're not going to have that anytime soon.
Well, we hope that changes. We hope that changes.
Hopefully the lockout will be over soon, and we can see some Predators hockey again.
And they're hanging out with Frosty the Snowman. Who, I believe they have to have some cold blowers on him with a warm parade like this. They gotta,
That's right.
They got to make sure that he stays upright. We've got the Music City Marines rounding the corner onto 2nd Avenue here.
The Music City Young Marines were founded in 1996 with ages 8 to 18. Each has to graduate from boot camp and wear the title Young Marine. As the boys and girls receive their new title, they begin performing duties with participation in programs and activities to help individuals, families, and other organizations in need.
By performing these duties, the Young Marines earn higher ranks as well as pins and ribbons. They assist in the Toys for Tots program and also march with other veterans in the Veterans Day Parade.
Now, you notice they are holding onto their hats very well, because if they drop them in the woods, they'll never find them.
They're camouflaged.
They're camouflaged.
The 16th year here in the parade.
We can see them, even though they're camouflaged. All right, here we got the TSU Marching Band.
The aristocrat of bands with an incredible history. 1946, the 100-piece marching band started a tradition of excellence. They've been performing for NFL football halftime shows. TSU has also marched in several inaugural parades. In 2003, Tennessee State University Band was named the official spirit band of the Tennessee Titans and makes an appearance at a select Titans game every year.
It's cool. They have this is the 21st year that the Tennessee State University Marching Band has kicked off the Nashville Christmas Parade with your band director, Dr. Reginald McDonald.
Let's take a listen.
Very nice.
They are impressive.
I remember I once wanted to be in a marching band. The only thing that stopped me was lack of musical talent or coordination. Everything else, I had the nice hat.
You were all set, other than those two skills.
It's Woody and Jim. We host the morning show on 107.5 The River. We're proud to be hanging out with you tonight with the 60th Annual Nashville Christmas Parade. You notice they're always very careful not to put the marching bands right behind the horses.
For very obvious reasons.
All right, we have the Metro Fire Department coming up now. We have the Metro Fire Department Color and Honor Guard, the Antique Fire Engine with your mayor of Nashville, Carl Dean, sitting in it.
I love those old fire trucks. Our Mayor Dean greeting the crowd.
Oh, he's walking along the parade route.
Stepping off the truck.
He says, I don't need no fancy truck.
He's a rogue. He's a rebel. He plays by his own rules.
He is.
He says, I'm going to go touch the people and be very nice. And
as always, his hair is impeccable.
Never a hair out of place.
He really likes it to look like that.
And he really loves when we talk about that. He specifically thanked us on that many occasions.
Yeah, expect a bunch of parking tickets on our cars before we leave.
We have the Tahoe here with the mayor's security.
They're the ones that are very nervous that the mayor's walking around.
We have the Antique Seagraves with the mayor's staff and council. Work very hard all year long on behalf of the residents of Nashville.
Gotta love old fire trucks. Having a great time on a beautiful, clear night here in downtown Nashville for the 60th Annual Nashville Christmas Parade. We have fire engines and ladder trucks from Metro coming up.
As your hazmat response team. I don't know if those little kids actually show up to hazmat responses, but
that's probably frowned on.
Yeah, but if they could do it, probably if called upon. Here's the ladder truck. That's got to be the best view of the parade.
No kidding.
Atop that truck.
Coming up behind them, we have the medic ambulance.
There's an enormous flag you can see coming around the corner behind that ambulance. We have the Transportation Security Administration, better known as the TSA Color Guard, the Honor Guard coming through.
Yeah, pretty much everybody at the airport right now can get right through because they're all here.
Reminding everyone watching the parade here and at home, please no containers with fluids more than 3 ounces. I don't know if there's any truth to the rumor that every year one lucky parade watcher gets an honorary pat down.
That would be nice.
Yeah, that would be good.
Sometimes I get through the line twice.
I volunteer.
Just to enjoy it.
Yeah. I try to look suspicious.
Check me again.
I just like the attention.
We're saying things now that they'll probably edit out of the broadcast.
And they'd be right to do it.
If they're smart.
You're watching the 60th Annual Nashville Gas Christmas Parade. We are
Woody and Jim. 107.5 The River. Oddly enough, we do not have a float or a vehicle in the parade tonight representing 107.5 The River.
There's a good reason. We were supposed to be driving the car.
Rendering of what it would look like.
But we had to be here, so we have this bobblehead of Bob Mueller driving this.
The 107.5 The River, Woody and Jim BMW. And they'll be standing by in case needed in an emergency in the parade.
We've got the Piedmont's Salute to the Military. coming along here. More police. The horseback unit.
That guy's got the best job. He's the guy with the shovel. He'll be spreading the joy of Christmas. Oh my, look who this is. It's our pal Snowbird.
From Channel 4, hello Snowbird. Snowbird, always known to crack us up and make us laugh and tell us about who's closed and who's open. Tennessee Titan cheerleaders.
Very nice.
On board. World famous Tennessee Titans cheerleaders. Put out a great calendar every year.
Oh, yeah. That'll keep you warm through the winter months. Here's T-Rack.
Watch out, T-Rack.
Look out. T-Rack with a golf cart. Always bad news.
Be careful. Very careful. Yeah, so they're getting in the
get back on for safety, yeah.
They said, T-Rack, you're on your own.
Oh, he's a scamp. Look at him go. It's all smiles in downtown Nashville for the 60th annual Nashville Christmas Parade, sponsored by Piedmont Natural Gas. And look, T-Rack is taking over everyone else's vehicle. He just golf cart jacked that guy.
And all the police are in the front of the parade.
Yeah, they
didn't even see it.
Wow. We may have to make a citizen's arrest before this is all over. T-Rack has gone rogue. He's gone broken arrow. Oh. And Mr. or Mrs. Claus, whoever that is driving that, is going to chase him down. He will rue the day he messed with his golf cart.
We got more of Metro Police representation here in the parade.
With the Public Works.
It's the bomb squad.
Oh, yeah.
On hand for the last 3 Adam Sandler movies.
Ba-dum-ba.
I've been waiting 11 months and 29 days to do that joke. Kids enjoying the parade, getting some video on the iPad.
Look at that. How high-tech. Let me take a video of myself, videoing myself in the parade, that I can go and look at myself.
There's the SWAT trucks.
The SWAT team. And here are some children that the SWAT team has captured.
What did they do? I'm sure.
They weren't being merry enough, so they had to take them into custody. We have some representatives from Fort Campbell up on the big float.
It's like we have, this is Metro Public Works coming up here. They round the corner. Just joining us, they're coming across the Woodland Street Bridge and turning out to 2nd Avenue and eventually to Broadway.
It's a totally new parade route this year for the 60th annual parade.
I believe this is the Metro Public Works Recycle and Win Prize Patrol.
I believe this vehicle was made entirely out of recycled beer cans. I may be misinformed, but I believe that might be the case.
Co-Grand Prize winner, this year's theme, Reducing Your Carbon Footprint.
Nice.
Co-winners, Kelly Caslin from Ruby Major Elementary and Marvin Guardado from Una Elementary.
Here are some folks from the Office of Emergency Management, response vehicles, and the OEM rescue boat.
The efforts of OEM, the staff, Metro Nashville became one of the first cities nationwide to be designated as storm ready by the National Weather Service. Metro OEM is also in charge of the 73 tornado warning sirens throughout Davidson County, and God knows we've needed those over the years.
Yeah.
And what a service that provides.
Not tonight, though. It's a beautiful night in downtown Nashville. The 60th annual Nashville Christmas Parade, sponsored by Piedmont Natural Gas.
Homeland Security, emergency management, people taking good care of us when we need it the most.
Just watching this, I can't help but think, how come those people aren't getting over? They have the lights on.
Why won't people pull over? They're supposed to
That's
do
why
that.
the parade
It's
took
the
so
law.
long, because everyone started pulling over to the side to let the people with the sirens go through.
With some representatives, I believe, here from the district.
Right, district nonprofit corporation dedicated to the revitalization of 3 historic areas, Broadway, 2nd Avenue, the Riverfront, and Printers Alley. These areas are collectively known as the district.
11th annual holiday decoration contest winners. Leading chair lady of the district, you saw her come by, Sheila Barton and her husband Edwin.
Winners of some of the decorating contests, we have first place, Printers Alley, second place, Butler's Run, and third place, Puckett's Restaurant.
All great places. Honorable mention to Jack's Barbecue and Mike's Ice Cream for what they did as well. Special thanks to the Nashville Corvette Club for providing those awesome vehicles.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody knows they just pulled those out of the parade and just took off with them. They'd probably frown on that.
Yeah, that's why they don't have us driving.
All right.
That's what we do.
Are you ready for some Shriners?
I think we are, the Almanac Shriners. Always well represented in the Nashville Christmas Parade. Sponsored by Piedmont Natural Gas.
Shriners, of course, do great work all throughout the year, helping several different causes. And they get a chance to put on their nice hats and wave.
I'm jealous of the hats.
I love the fez. Gotta love a fez.
You can't just buy those.
Gotta
you
love
have
a
to earn
fez.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a lot of the motorcycles, they tend to, they like, as they go along the route, to drive in circles. Kind of like
That's true.
dogs chasing their tail.
There we see a man in a van who's having the time of his life, obviously.
He's serious.
Don't you dare crack a smile, sir.
He knows what's at stake here. Almanac Shriners, the Devon float. Some of these Shriners have been in so many of these Christmas parades. This is the 60th annual. I believe some of them have been in every one of them.
Right. Some of them are still straggling behind from the 59th annual Christmas parade last year. That's what they're so unpredictable, those Shriners. We have the Motor Corps coming. Oh, here come the clowns. That's what we have now.
Almanac Clowns. Wacky clowns, you never know which one's a clown and which one's just some guy who wanders into the parade. There are very few people that make my wardrobe choices look good.
That's right.
But these guys do.
You might see these guys on the Shriners website, hotornotclown.com. That's a joke.
Please don't go there.
Yeah, don't go there.
We don't know
we don't know what really would be at that website.
The guy on the TV told me to go there.
Had some blue hair.
Look at
I
that.
visit my grandma at the nursing home. Some of the ladies there have hair of that blue.
If Marge Simpson went bald, that's what she would look like.
We've got a Muppet on the float. I can't tell exactly what he's saying. I'm not a good Muppet lip reader, but it looks like he's
saying app,
which is the international side of Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and all that stuff.
Here we go.
There we go. As I predicted.
Here is their world-famous dog chasing its tail formation.
Cyclists from the Shriners driving in circles. Somebody needs to get them a GPS.
Which way?
They have no idea where to go.
Which way? Right turn, right turn, right turn. Left turn, left, right, left, right. They're born to be wild. There are your Shriners on wheels.
Make way for the next crew coming through. This is the Motor Corps is the official name of this group of Shriners.
This is the famous Spaghetti Alfredo formation they do. We look forward to it every year.
Precision driving. They're like the U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds of Shriners on motorcycles, and they feel out in the cloudburst formation. Woo! Oh, that was spectacular!
Wow.
I'm not an expert in that, but I know that it's very difficult to do. They do have an interesting array of vehicles.
They really do. Here's some awesome hot rods.
Hot rods, dune buggies. If you're just joining us, it's Woody and Jim from 107.5 The River Mornings, and we are here in the evening at the 60th Annual Nashville Gas Christmas Parade, brought to you by Piedmont Natural Gas. The Almanach Shriners Motor Corps has been going through for the last few minutes. It's a little interesting bit of information. When a car is stopped, do you know how many miles per gallon it's getting?
This is a trick question, isn't it?
Zero. Nothing. Not a single mile per gallon.
I knew it was a trick question.
It was a trick question. But then again, simple math for you is a trick question.
Exactly.
We're glad you joined us here. This is the Metro 3 broadcast of the Nashville Christmas Parade. Metro 3 every year giving us a chance to, if you're at the parade, relive it. And if you missed the parade, to get to see it from the comfort of your own home.
So when you normally tune into Channel 3 to turn on your VCR, don't do that. Continue to watch the parade.
VCR,
I'm sorry. Yeah, that's like saying, you know,
dated reference there.
Betamax. Yeah, I think we have that on cassette tape.
As you sit around the Victrola listening to this broadcast,
we're broadcasting in color for the first time this year. The 60th Annual Nashville Christmas Parade.
The Almanach Shriner motor cars.
Wow, look at that. Through. That's a Dodge Prowler, I think.
I think so. And a mini Prowler.
Wow.
With an inflatable Santa inside. Now we got some choppers coming through.
Oh, yeah.
And some four-wheelers. The parade route this year, a little different, coming up the Woodland Street Bridge onto 2nd Avenue on the north side of 2nd Avenue. Then they head south on 2nd Avenue and go up Broadway. One of the biggest crowds we've ever seen for a Nashville Christmas parade.
Some of the floats coming through now. We have the Greeters and the D&B Mountaineers float. There's the hard hats. The hard hats are coming through now.
Are those triplets?
I think they're encouraging hitchhiking. Come on, get on.
That's a house on wheels. That's truly a mobile home there. It's the Greeters of Almanach.
And they are greeting us.
Hello! we do appreciate. We joke, but we appreciate all the.
Really, we do. They do great work all throughout the
stuff
year.
they do for children and the Shriners Hospital for kids.
Oh, yeah. And they like to come out here and horse around for stuff like this.
And they do. The kids love it.
There's the Mountaineers float.
Some authentic mountaineering music.
They have a jug band, and many of them have been taking drinks from it. Here's the directing staff of your Shriners.
Another classic fire truck. And the Shriner Clowns continue their walk. Shriner dune buggies. Those clowns, they like to blend in.
They do.
They don't want to draw any attention to themselves.
They are seamless. They're like ninjas. You never see them.
And the clowns have their own truck.
Quick, to the Clownmobile.
Lots of local and surrounding shrine clubs represented here in the parade. And there is a float of their symbolic hat.
One really giant hat.
You got to have a pretty big head to wear that hat.
Yes.
Good thing Nashville has some of those folks.
Hey, we got more marching music coming through. The McGavick High School Band.
140 marching members strong. Highest scoring band in the high school marching in the Contest of Champions at MTSU this year.
Very cool. Ranked one of the 10 finest bands in the United States by the National Band Association.
Their band director, Jeff Beckman, appeared in the Nashville Christmas Parade for over 30 years.
The proud students of McGavick High.
Let's take a listen.
Very cool.
Terrific band with a great history.
I see something ominous approaching from the distance. Merry Christmas from the News Hound.
40-foot-long news hound.
That's a lot of hound.
See the banner in the hound's mouth there?
Being carried by the volunteers from the Dan Mills Elementary School.
Dog bringing you the paper.
Dog is getting dangerously close to the ground.
Next up, coming up just around the corner, rounding Woodland Street onto 2nd Ave, we have the Down Syndrome Association of Middle Tennessee. Focus is the Down Syndrome Association of Middle Tennessee and the children they serve. They are all advocates for children and especially active in matters regarding those with Down syndrome.
We certainly appreciate their fine work throughout the year. The float depicts
Yes.
a Christmas salute. That is your theme of the 60th annual Nashville Christmas Parade this year.
10th year they've been in the parade.
Nice job.
Here we have the Nashville Downtown Partnership Nashville Bicycles.
This is pretty cool. They have a lot of these on Demumbrian where you can just go, you swipe your debit card, and they give you a bike to ride.
And you can get where you're going via bike. It's the green way to get around.
It is.
That's pretty neat.
But please don't pedal and drink.
That's right. Next up, well, another very fine marching band, Hunters Lane High School Marching Band. They're known as the Marching Warrior Band.
This is their 4th year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade. Let's listen to Hunters Lane. It's your birthday. marching band. They got it going on. Thanks for joining us on Metro 3. It's Woody and Jim from 107.5 The River, bringing you the excitement play-by-play of the 60th Annual Nashville Christmas Parade, sponsored by Piedmont Natural Gas. This year's theme is A Christmas Salute.
And of course, Piedmont Natural Gas asking everyone to share the warmth and help out those in need.
Here we go, everybody. Be on their best behavior. The Davidson County Sheriff's Department is coming in next.
Darren Hall Sheriff, his wife Ginger, and their staff members celebrating the holiday season as they always do.
Also, you'll notice the Davidson County Sheriff's Office mascot, Sheriff.
They're seen as a model agency. The Davidson County Sheriff's Office is the only one of its kind in the United States fully accredited by the American Correctional Association. There's Darren Hall and his wife Ginger.
You know, if I was the sheriff, I would demand to wear the hat and badge all the time. That's just me.
Sheriff Hall would like to thank all of the Sheriff's Office employees who have helped to make it possible to participate annually in the Nashville Christmas Parade.
Woo, here we go.
Sheriff's Office staff following behind closely.
Having a great night. It's a really beautiful evening in downtown Nashville. Not as awesomely cold as it's been in years past. It's really a nice night to be out.
Just a perfect night to celebrate the holidays. It may not be cold, but it sure is Christmassy. You know, this is one of the few times when you see those blue lights and you're going, oh, good.
Exactly.
If you see them coming from behind you, not so good.
Right. Yeah. If you're just if they're following you in the parade, that's good. They're following you on I-24. That's bad.
That means you've
That's
obviously
bad.
done something you shouldn't.
But of course, you can go as fast as you want out there right now because they're all tied up here at the parade. Probably not. That's a terrible ad.
I would like to remind people that this was a previously taped broadcast.
That's right. They're back on duty right now.
The people you see here are out on the road right now. What you did just now was entrapment, Woody.
That's true. And if I knew what that was, I'd be terribly insulted. Next, we have the Motorcycle Awareness Foundation of Tennessee.
Founded in 2007, there were 19 founding members. They've now grown to 125.
Very nice. Having a good time and also showing off the safety you need to have when you're driving a motorcycle.
Especially if you're a driver.
Yes.
Be on the lookout for your motorcycles, your fellow motorists.
Those motorcycles right there are getting absolutely fantastic gas mileage.
There's a little girl riding a sleigh, dressed for the holidays. Lots of toys there. He's Woody, and I'm Jim from 107.5 The River, the morning show, and we are proud to be here on Metro 3, hosting the festivities, letting you know who you're seeing on the screen as you celebrate the holidays from the comfort of your own home. We're having a great time here. The weather's beautiful. This is the 60th annual parade, and we couldn't have had a better night. More people than I think we've ever seen for any of the Nashville Christmas parades in recent history.
Usually it's been so cold that we run from building to building and don't go outside. But now it's just a beautiful night. People out having a great time.
Neighbors getting to know each other, people hugging. It's a special moment. We'd like to thank our friends at Metro 3 for making us this beautiful set. We've got the illusion of snowflakes and icicles behind us, and we've got poinsettias. Don't let the dogs eat that. That's dangerous.
Up next, we have 101.1 The Beat Jams.
Nashville's #1 station for hip-hop and R&B.
Now, our good friend Dolowite, who does the afternoon show on The Beat, he reminded us if we wanted to embellish a little bit about him, we could. And so we'll just tell you right now that Dolowite is probably the best person in the history of forever.
He is a wonderful man with personal hygiene beyond reproach. And
exactly.
And an excellent entertainer.
And he owes us $5 on Monday for saying that. Hey.
John Overton High School Marching Band coming along now. 110 students in the Overton Band.
The John Overton High School Marching Band has been a finalist in the Contest of Champions 28 of the last 30 years. So you know they know what they're doing.
Incredible. John Overton has been consistently awarded superior ratings in marching events throughout the Southeast. They travel and they represent well. Named state marching champions 6 times, state runner-up 11 times.
Pretty impressive. They participated in the parade for over 30 years with our band directors Laura Bocher and Debbie Burton.
Right behind Overton, we've got lots more to come here on the broadcast. Let's take a listen to the John Overton High School Marching Band.
Coming up behind them, we have the Cane Ridge ROTC. Proud to be represented tonight on a great night in downtown Nashville with the 60th annual Nashville Christmas Parade.
Kids from Cane Ridge looking good, marching well, saluting.
We have the Hume Fogg Academic Dance Team coming up behind them.
Dance team, part of a community of scholars who have achieved the honor of being a national blue ribbon school. Hume Fogg, an incredible reputation, celebrating its 100th year of academic excellence. Terrific school and one of the neat buildings here in downtown Nashville, right there on Broadway.
Downtown. It's the Nashville Christmas Parade, the 60th annual year, brought to you by Piedmont Natural Gas. We have the Goodwill's Industry of Middle Tennessee floats, and coming up now, the truck.
And their mascot, Goodwill's Good Willie.
It does not at all look like a box of Kleenexes. Let me make that clear.
He educates youth about the mission of Goodwill, which is a great one. Donate movement, raising the awareness of donating and the impact on the environment and the community. It's their first time here in the Nashville Christmas Parade.
So we make them feel welcome. Hey, we have the Nashville Pity Club, Pitbulls.
Pitbull initiative to transform their image and to educate people. An advocacy group built on the principle of education through compassion, working to restore the image of the breed called Pitbull's second year. They've come through on the Nashville Christmas Parade. Walking Christmas trees and presents.
I wonder if the dogs are tempted by people dressed as trees.
Our next float. Stop that. We have Gingerbread Men, sponsored by the Downtown Area Chamber of Commerce.
Riding on the float, we have 4 employees of the Chamber.
Those gingerbread men look delicious.
They are the ginger manliest.
Here we have Ravenwood High School, the marching band from Brentwood, Tennessee.
This is the 11th anniversary of the Ravenwood High School Marching Band. They were the 2010 winner of the Cotton Bowl competition.
Then, 2012, just this year, Logan County Grand Champions.
Under the direction of their band director, Mark Kinzer, let's listen to your Ravenwood High School Marching Band.
Sounding great. Ravenwood High School Marching Band. Then coming around the corner onto 2nd Avenue now, we have the Glam Squad Nashville Majorettes.
The Glam Squad Nashville Majorettes, an organization that incorporates majorettes and dance.
Their very first time in the parade.
Pretty in pink in their first year. And pink is the color we'd like your lungs to be. So we have the American Lung Association of Tennessee coming through now.
The American Lung Association float centers around the theme, a Christmas salute, which is the entire parade's theme this year. Country performer Tamaray is on the float, singing to the children. The flags on the float represent different branches of our armed forces. The Christmas Seals campaign is a 105-year-old tradition.
It's their 4th year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade. We have some lighted Christmas ornaments you see coming through, carried by volunteers from Dan Mills Elementary School.
A couple of them 13 feet in diameter. Here we have Whites Creek High School Marching Band led by Whites Creek Air Force Junior ROTC. Their JROTC instructor, Major Roosevelt Williamson.
Whites Creek High School Marching Band, known as the Band of Distinction. Their band director, Mr. David Dismook.
Mr. Dismook was a drum major for Whites Creek in 2002-2003, so coming back and working with the kids that he was once a part of.
You see coming up behind the band, we have the ROTC.
Junior ROTC as well, Whites Creek. All the flags representing. Kids look great in uniform.
We really couldn't have picked a better night to have the parade downtown. It's a beautiful, clear evening tonight. Just you see all the lights, so they're so spectacular. The 60th annual Nashville Christmas Parade. Next up, we notice we have the Velvet Army pulling around the corner.
The Velvet Army is a charity organization that provides volunteer work and financial assistance for widows living alone and single-parent families based on James 127.
This is their 3rd year participating in the program, in the parade.
Nashville Ballet dancers dancing to the music of the Nutcracker just coming by, the Nomadic Genius and the Nashville Ballet. A mobile display showroom.
How about that? Actually, they're trapped in there. It's airtight.
Well, somebody please
and
let them out.
They're waving frantically, please, someone let us out of here. That was hateful. I'm sorry.
That was terrible.
Hey, New Cedar Grove Ministry Baptist Church is represented now.
Missionary Baptist Church, 147 years old, founded by ex-slaves in the community called Gooseby Lands in 1865.
In 1919, members purchased 2 acres of land for $200 and donated lumber and volunteers and built a new church.
New Cedar Grove Missionary Baptist Church is currently led by Reverend V.B. Smith.
The U.S. Community Credit Union. Lights are synchronized to the music.
Ornaments on the tree.
They represent the servicemen and women, policemen, firemen, teachers, and nurses.
Credit union organized 1949 by 11 VA employees, serving Davidson, Rutherford, Williamson, Wilson, and Sumner counties.
And there is a terrific Hungry Caterpillar.
The Hungry Caterpillar.
They're being carried by volunteers from Metro Nashville Nutrition Association, lovingly known as the Lunchroom Ladies. Coming up now, we have the Hillwood High Marching Band. They are known as the Green Machine, and there they are.
Hillwood High Marching Band named Grand Champion in the small division at the Hendersonville Golden Invitational this year. Also recently won first place honors at competitions in Columbia, Nashville, and Antioch.
This is their 24th year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade.
Band director, Jacob Moorer.
Coming up, we see now, it's the LP Building Products and Cedar Creek Wholesale Lumber. They built our stadium out of lumber and sweat and tears. Sweat and tears not included.
I don't know about the accuracy of any of that. It's
This year at LP Field, there's been a lot of tears, but we won't go into that.
Leading the float on motorcycles are Jimmy Grignon, a Marine veteran, Luke Wong, an Army veteran, and Randy Christian, an Air Force veteran.
Now, the float is dedicated to our veterans for their service to our country. Veterans and their families are riding on the float, proudly displaying the flag of their military branch.
Thank you to our veterans. We cannot say that enough. Look at the size of those 12-foot diameter balloons floating, patriotic spheres they're called, and they're carried by the volunteers from Hands On Nashville. What great work they do, and it can never be said enough what a fantastic job they did with the floods and the relief efforts following the floods here in Nashville and Middle Tennessee.
It really was an awesome time when the community all came together. And, you know, the area of downtown was so devastated by the floods, and now we look like nothing ever happened here.
Yeah, it's just amazing.
We have the Royalty Elite Majorettes coming up behind them.
Community Junior Majorette Dance Team. Experiencing their very first Nashville Christmas Parade. Look at those kids, they're so cute. They're digging it.
This is their moment.
They're loving their moment to shine here in the parade.
Being told their whole lives, don't go play in the street. And there they are.
With the bright lights and everybody's eyes on them. It's a great night to be in the parade.
There you go, ladies.
You're watching the Royalty Elite Majorettes Junior Majorette Dance Team.
For the first year of the parade, they've done a nice job.
They have.
The first year of the parade. Please come again.
Thank you. Come again. Next up, we have the Nomadic Genius and Maggiano's Restaurant. Maggiano's Christmas Dinner.
Very nice. We all look forward to that.
Another mobile display showroom coming up. That Nomadic Genius is kind of neat.
All right, now, I'm going to sing the song. I want y'all to sing with me. You ready? Who's ready to get good and loud out there?
Maggiano's on West End. The
Keep them hands going just like this.
Centennial Park area of West End, just up the street from the park. In their Little Italy float.
Very nice.
It's a swell time. Y'all sing it to go.
Next up is the Cumberland Hospitality Group, featuring the Whiskey Bent Saloon.
This Silver Dollar Saloon is brought back to Nashville theme from the original Silver Dollar in the 1800s.
What's happening, Nashville?
It's their third year participating in the parade.
Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from the Cumberland Hospitality Group. We wish you all a happy holiday.
They're getting the crowd fired up.
Happy holidays from that guy with the microphone.
Good.
Next
Next up,
North Pole Toyland up next.
sponsored by Nashville Music City.
And on there you see Julie Brooks, Miss Nashville 2013.
2013. We're still in 2012. Is it like new
She's-
cars? So
she's
they
from-
come out earlier and earlier every year.
I believe she's from the future.
Oh.
Thank you for enjoy your stay here in the past.
Maybe she can tell us the Tennessee lottery numbers.
Don't step on a butterfly while you're here. We don't want terrible things to happen.
It's terrible. Julie's a 23-year-old student at MTSU and will represent Nashville in the Miss Tennessee pageant this coming June in 2013.
We feel another band coming on. We have the Stratford High School Marching Band, known as the Pride of the East Side.
Showmanship awarded, the many trophies, and the opportunity to compete at a national level. The band director, Johnny Croft. Let's take a listen.
Stratford High, their 22nd year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade. Next we have 1021 The Light, Nashville's first 24-hour FM urban gospel station.
These balloons are 24-foot tall Christmas elves.
Them some big elves. Those are bigger than Will Ferrell as elves.
Exactly.
Carried by volunteers from United Parcel Service, UPS.
Like the Christmas elves, UPS delivers Christmas joy. Now, at some point, when you reach a certain height, you're not eligible to be called an elf.
I would imagine you, yeah.
And I'm a stickler for rules. You know that, Woody.
Right, oh yeah.
It's like, you know,
So, yeah.
without rules, there's chaos.
Exactly, and yeah.
Those
without
are
order.
giant elves.
Those are giant, yeah.
Next up, we have Ridley School of Dance giving a holiday salute to all the men and women who served and are currently serving in our armed forces.
They received many special honors: the Platinum Award from StarQuest Competition, Gold Award from Dance Maker Competition, and the Best in Show in the Applause Competition. Nice job.
Ms. Priscilla Ridley, director, currently serving on active duty in support of overseas contingencies. Their 6th year in the parade.
That's pretty awesome.
I like their spirit.
It's Woody and Jim from 107.5 The River. Glad to have you with us for the 60th Annual Nashville Christmas Parade. We have Cub Scout pack number 429.
Do we need the Heimlich maneuver?
Yes.
Okay.
I hope some of them know CPR. They can go over and choke those words out of my mouth.
That's great, because the scouts are always prepared.
They are prepared.
A salute to scouting serving the Antioch area. Pack 429 participated in this year's District 29 neighborhood cleanup. Always doing good stuff for their community with an emphasis on keeping your community clean. The Christmas tree on the float made from recycled plastic bottles.
Very impressive. So think twice before you throw your plastic bottles away. Recycle them.
Cub Scout logo is made of recycled bottle caps.
Very nice. 4th year of participation in the parade from Cub Scout pack number 429.
Here's First Baptist Nashville, First Baptist Church.
The floats representing the Christian aspect for the Christmas season, with the live nativity scene and the choral group singing the Christmas carols.
First Baptist Nashville is 192 years old this year.
But it doesn't look a day over fabulous.
That's a great looking float.
It's their 5th year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade.
Great representation of the nativity scene. Next up,
We got a big old light up
snowman.
snowman. Look at that.
Yeah.
Being carried by volunteers from Shadrack's Christmas Wonderland.
Out on Music Valley Drive.
If you get a chance to go out there, of course, it's at the Yogi Bear Park there. And lights, you sit in your car, you put it on a certain radio station, you listen to the music, synchronized with the lights. It really is a cool thing for the holidays.
100,000 LED lights synchronized to the music.
That's a bunch of them.
That's a lot of them. But if one goes out, they all go
They
out.
all, yeah, they have to go constantly and just check them all.
That's a job I would not want. Be in charge of that.
Welcome to the 60th annual anniversary of us doing that joke.
It's the Nashville Christmas Parade here on Metro 3. We have Ashbusters Chimney Service.
Who are you going to call Ashbusters? The world famous flying chimney sweep in the world. It's Mary Poppins. I don't want to get technical, but actually Mary Poppins did not clean chimneys. No. That was Bert.
Right.
Okay.
But the chimneys on the float are smoking by the use of fog machines.
Oh.
So it's completely safe.
It's safe smoke.
Ashbusters' largest chimney company in Tennessee.
That's how all the parades look in Colorado. Ladies and gentlemen, another part that they'll cut out of the broadcast. If they know what they're doing.
Ashbusters in the parade for the 5th time.
Hey, 102.5 The Game sports radio station is here. Your flagship station for the Nashville Predators. Obviously, they're not doing that now.
Hopefully.
Soon.
They'll bring us some Predator games. We have Glencliff High School and their marching band now. They are the Marching Colts. They've earned top ratings at area and regional competitions and events. Marched at Disney World and Universal Studios.
They represented Tennessee in the Kentucky Derby Parade, and their band director is Dr. Judy Blackwelder.
They've been in this parade over 30 years. Let's take a listen. Rounding the corner from Woodland Street onto 2nd Avenue is our friends at the Big 98 WSIX.
They play country music, and here's the truck that says it. Behind them, we have our friends from The Rock 105.9.
Our fellow Clear Channel employees, a small, close-knit group.
And it's getting smaller every day.
We are friends. We are very tight.
Yes.
In the WSIX float, I think we had our friend Amy Page and Joe Elvis inside the Rock vehicle.
Hey, we have the Girl Scouts coming around now. Troop 2 from East Nashville.
The float is designed as a cookie booth, displaying the Christmas salute, which is the theme of this year's Nashville Christmas Parade, brought to you by Piedmont Natural Gas.
I wonder if they have any Girl Scout cookies on the float. Are they taunting us with boxes of Girl Scout cookies?
I'm going to chase that float down.
We're going to chase it like dogs.
I'm going to eat entire sleeves of cookies. It's not going to be pretty.
I got to admit, I think the guy wearing the Thin Mint outfit was kind of portly, so I think he really destroyed the whole idea of the Thin Mint.
Well, if you enjoy enough Thin Mints, you can't be
That's right.
thin.
If you eat enough, all your jeans will be skinny jeans.
So delicious.
Hey, we have On Cue Dance Academy coming up next.
Competitive dance teams that have won first overall at the Showstoppers competition. A couple of veterans riding on that float, Alexis Lee Smith and Dustin Four. Their first year in the parade.
Your Salvation Army is coming up next. The float is depicting the Angel Tree program and the Bell Ringers. They always do such a great job.
Yeah, and the Angel Tree, getting people to get a gift for somebody who needs it. Donating it anonymously. It's a great way to show the Christmas spirit.
We have some more radio friends coming up here. 94 FM, The Fish, Nashville's #1 Christian music station.
Playing all Christmas music through December. 10th year in the parade.
Why the next float can be described in 3 words. Ho, 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 ho.
Sponsored by the
We won't
Nashville...
make the obvious joke. You're welcome.
You're talking about A Christmas Story, where Santa gives the kid a push
yeah.
and says,
Ho,
ho,
ho.
ho, ho, yeah. Sponsored by Nashville Downtown Partnership, and riding on the float, employees of the Nashville Downtown Partnership.
Actually, I believe the Christmas parade is the only thing on TV right now that is not A Christmas Story. Spoiler alert, he gets the gun at the end.
Here we have the Procone High School Marching Band, nicknamed Band of Tradition.
They've won numerous Battle of the Bands contests.
Band director John Seaver. Let's take a listen. Snow Cone Marching Band doing a great job.
Coming up behind them, you see our friends from Jim and Nick's Barbecue. Riding will be members of the fire department, the police department, and military, all in uniform.
Third year here in the parade. They got some smoke going there.
There you go. Up behind them, we have a flying turtle, carried by some volunteers that would rather remain anonymous. Let's just say carried by Steve.
And Mary. Next up, we have the Hard Rock Cafe Ambassadors.
The Hard Rock Ambassadors Program work with charities such as the Second Harvest Food Bank, Habitat for Humanity, Ronald McDonald House, and the Susan G. Komen Foundation.
Ambassadors look for ways to positively affect their communities. First year to participate in the parade. You know, the neat thing about the Hard Rock, I got to give this up to them. They underwent that renovation a couple of years ago.
Right.
And so the restaurant was shut down for a while. And instead of having their employees out of work, they sent their employees, they paid them, and sent them around town to work on community projects, which was just a great idea.
That's
Fox 17 News here.
Hey.
Joining us in the parade.
Our friends from Fox 17 Tennessee Mornings.
See Nick Paranjape there. Aaron Steer Clear.
That's right. Your weatherman, Craig Edwards, and of course Kelly Sutton, who decided not to be here because she's too good for this.
No,
she's actually in Disney.
She's a good friend of ours.
She's been doing the reports from Disney so she can write it all for her taxes.
She's on assignment. Also on those floats were news anchors Scott Couch and Stacy Case, Barack Shapiro, and Stacy McLeod.
We have Dance in Bloom next, celebrating 10 years of dance excellence, their third year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade.
And we have the New Horizons Corporation. New Horizons is a nonprofit agency serving adults with disabilities living in the Nashville community. 2013 Red Mustang will be raffled off by New Horizons December 12th. First
Very
year
nice.
to participate in the parade.
Maplewood High School Marching Band coming up right behind them, led by the Air Force Junior ROTC Unit Tennessee 933.
The JROTC instructor is Lieutenant Colonel Martha Schaefer. And here they come, the Maplewood High School Marching Band, led by band director Mr. Joe Shelton Jr.
They've been participating for over 30 years in Nashville Christmas Parade.
Let's listen to Maplewood High.
Thanks so much for joining us. It's Woody and Jim. We do the morning show on 107.5 The River, and we're excited to bring you the action of the 60th annual Nashville Christmas Parade. A beautiful, clear night in downtown Nashville. Of course, the parade, as always, sponsored by our friends at Piedmont Natural Gas. Up next, it's Susie Wright's Gypsy Wagon.
The Gypsy Wagon was built from the ground up and has been featured in the Tennessean. Participated in Nashville's cultural celebration this year. First year in the parade.
We have the IAFF Local 140, the International Association of Firefighters, coming up now, representing Nashville's bravest since 1918. The current campaign is Firefighters Coats for Kids. Always a great cause.
60-foot hook and ladder tiller fire truck. Pretty
I love
awesome.
that. Up next is the Antioch High School Marching Band. They participate annually in the Contest of Champions.
Established 1953, Antioch High School Marching Band is one of the oldest competitive marching bands in Nashville. 70 students, grades 9 through 12.
The band director is Scott E. Miller. This is their 12th year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade.
Sounding great.
Rounding the corner now, we have the Metro Public Health Department, decorated like a Dalmatian dog.
The only Metro Animal Care and Control facility in Davidson County. Their first year here in the parade.
We have Joy to the World coming through.
Riding on the float, Miss Teen Latino, you just saw her, Tennessee 2013, Karen Valencia.
Once again, a beauty queen from the future. Cambridge High School Marching Band is up next. The Cambridge Varsity Cheerleaders helping out, Cambridge High School Marching Band, and the Cambridge Ravenettes. Band director is Chris Wilson. This is their 5th year participating in the parade.
If you're just joining us, it's Woody and Jim. We are hosts of the morning show on 107.5 The River, and we're showing you the Nashville Christmas Parade on Metro 3. There's Ozzy from Nashville Sounds Baseball, 35th anniversary season in 2012.
They saw their first former player, shortstop Barry Larkin, inducted in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Nashville Sounds are the longest tenured professional sports team in Nashville.
AAA affiliate of the Milwaukee Brewers. Ozzy the mascot, 12th year here in the parade. We have New Beginnings Baptist Church with a float depicting Let Freedom Ring, United States Ranger Corps, father and son unit that trains together and teaches life skills.
This is their first year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade, so let's make them feel welcome. Something very near and dear to our hearts, we have the Nashville Humane Association coming in next. Is that our buddy Kenny up there?
That could be. We work closely with the Humane Association, great dogs. Teddy's Wagon is a mobile adoption unit that travels throughout Davidson County, allowing residents to adopt an animal off-site. Nashville Scenes 2012, Best of Nashville. The Humane Association places over 2,800 healthy animals into new homes each year.
You show a dog a little love and you are going to receive it back 1,000-fold. They really are. They're special animals. And if you have it in your heart and have room in your house, come on down to the Humane Association and adopt a dog.
There's so many great dogs. We were just meeting a dog just last week named Martin, who, the Humane Association is a no-kill group.
Right.
So those dogs, they are saving those dogs. And Martin is a 2-year-old dog, full of life, loves people, wonderful dog.
But he's never seen life outside a shelter.
He's lived for 2 years in a shelter, and he's just one of so many dogs that would just give so much to your home and brighten up your holiday. Nobody gives or gets as much love as a dog in your house.
Oh, yeah. Very cool. Adopted animal today.
Right behind Teddy's Wagon, we've got another marching band.
It's the Hillsboro High Marching Band, the pride of Hillsboro.
They play second class percussion at the Portland Band Invitational. The band director is Leah Stuffelbaum.
Or somebody's written down the joke name.
Hillsborough High Marching Band. Boy, they do a great job keeping the beat. I can't walk and chew gum at the same time.
They're doing all that at once.
They are.
Up next, we have A.B. Collier Wrecker Service. They'll be towing the other floats out of here.
If any of the other floats have trouble,
they break
can
down.
bail them out and get them off to where they can get help. A.B. Collier, the oldest wrecker service in Nashville since 1929.
The children on there, you see the employees riding on the float, children of their company, and they wish everybody a Merry Christmas.
Their first time in the parade. Wouldn't it be ironic if they broke down and they had to
if a tow
get
truck
themselves?
If a tow truck needs a tow truck. Wow. That's like chicken or egg. I don't know how that works.
Mind blown.
Exactly.
I can't wrap my head around that. Tow thine self.
We have the Electric Service Credit Union up next. The float depicts Santa's sleigh with a salute to all who serve. Children are dressed as police officers, firemen, and soldiers. Their first year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade.
Right behind them, more of our radio friends, WBUZ 1029 The Buzz. Cromwell Radio would like to wish everyone a very rockin' Merry Christmas. 4th year in the parade.
Coming around the corner now, we have the Crime Stoppers of Nashville. The manger scene with children singing Christmas carols. They are singing and enjoying the holidays before they go out and stop more crime.
Crime Stoppers have helped in solving over 737 armed robberies and over 104 auto thefts.
Pretty awesome job they do all year long. This is their 8th year participating in the parade. Sashaying up behind them, we have Debbie's School of Dance.
Miss Debbie's School of Dance teaches tap, ballet, jazz, hip-hop, and baton. Ages vary from age 2 all the way through to adults.
They perform at community events, local malls, and fall festivals, Halloween in the park, and area parades. The competition team travels to neighboring states to perform, and the national competition team has performed at Disney World.
24 years in this parade. We have Roadrunner Limousine and a celebration of Christmas going on there. A little shake, shake, shake.
Hey, we see an old cable car coming around now. This is Roadrunner Limousine, the San Francisco cable car owned by Roadrunner Limousine. That's how come they got to use it.
Riding on the trolley is the Tappin' Dolls Adult Tap Dance Group.
Wow.
Ages range from 38 to 73 years old. The trolley also used for events and Christmas tours.
This is their first year participating in the Nashville Christmas Parade, so welcome.
Glad to have you. The Arab High School Marching Band representing the city of Arab, Alabama. Here is the Arab High School Band, one of the Southeast's most celebrated high school bands, and has long been known for its quality performance comprised of students in grades 9 through 12. The program includes 2 concert bands, a 140-member marching band, jazz band, and percussion ensemble. Senior band member Hannah Rose Rutherford is this year's drum major.
Paul Talent is your band director. Their second year to participate in the parade. Coming up from Alabama to be in the Nashville Christmas Parade, one of the most awesomest nighttime parades in all the United States. ginormous marching band.
It certainly is. They say 140 strong, but it's more like double that.
Hey, we have Performance Studios having a banner coming up, and I believe something very special is about to unfold.
Oh, here's the moment we've all been waiting for.
It's Santa Claus!
Santa saying ho, 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 and Merry Christmas to all. Look at Santa. That's a happy Santa.
That is a happy Santa.
He knows that a lot of kids and people like us who act like kids, the childlike and the childish, have been very good this year and are going to be getting something from Santa.
I think that Santa was really just happy to be standing up because, I imagine his lap wears out at the end of the year, don't you think?
I think so.
Because people, especially our size, they'll sit on Santa's lap. That could take a long time.
He's Woody and I'm Jim from 107.5 The River. We have been your hosts on the Metro 3 broadcast of the 60th annual Nashville Christmas Parade.
Now, we weren't able to have a actual vehicle from 107.5 The River, and we were doing the broadcast, so we couldn't drive one. So here is the Woody and Jim BMW from 107.5 The River with some of our station colleagues, this Red Indian, and also an astronaut and a unicorn.
Thanks to our friends at Piedmont Natural Gas for bringing us the parade this year, and all our friends at Metro 3 for putting this all together. Thank you so much, and have a great night and a Merry Christmas.